looking at number 1 from 10.4 part 2. This is a word problem. It involves newspaper, radio, TV, and advertising, as well as target groups. So if you look at the box at the top of the worksheet, we really have restrictions when we're multiplying matrices with word problems. And we've had restrictions before because we needed the inner dimensions to match, and we needed, or I should say the outer dimensions would become your dimensions of your answer matrix. So kind of to go along with that, not only do the numbers need to match, but the column labels of the first matrix and the row labels of the second matrix must match. So not only do the inner dimensions need to match, but the units that are associated with them also need to match. And then the answer matrix will have the row labels of the first matrix and the column labels of the second matrix. So just like the dimensions of the answer matrix come from the outer dimensions, the labels also come from that. So here, part A says, does AB or BA give the matrix that represents the cost of ads for each target group in each market? We cannot multiply A times B because the inner dimensions do not match. If we take B times A, though, then it would be a 3 and a 3, and they would match. But also, let's take a look at the column labels of the first matrix. Again, B would be our first matrix, so its column labels are here. And then the row labels of the second matrix. Matrix A would be our second matrix, and this is the row labels. And they match, so this means that we can actually multiply them. So when we do this, our answer matrix is going to be, well, let me write BA. Our answer matrix is going to be a 3 by 2, and if you type it in on the calculator and find out the, again, you can just type in matrix A into matrix A, and matrix B into matrix B, and then do B times A on the home screen. You should get 231, 261, 270, 268, 260, and 242. And my labels will be 1 and 2, teens, single females, and then men 35 to 50. So these labels come from the, they're going to have the row labels of the first matrix. So my first matrix was matrix B in this case, and the row labels were here, so that's why they're here. And the column labels of the second matrix, these were the column labels of the second matrix, so now these are my column labels here. And again, you'll notice that when we were doing the multiplication, not only did these need to match, but they also canceled each other out. So you won't see these labels in the final answer. So the ones that match, you won't see them in the final answer because they cancel out. So this would be your answer here.